Sydney Sweeney puts a divisive twist on a sculptural LBD at the Toronto Film Festival. She's done it again. The red carpet is no stranger to bold fashion statements, but Sydney Sweeney's appearance at the Toronto International Film Festival on September 6 made waves. This wasn't just another outfit, it was a statement, a show of boldness that has people talking, and some are even shocked by what she chose. She wasn't playing it safe. No, Sweeney embraced a millennial love trend, one that's been both adored and reviled in equal measure, the sculptural LBD. But here's the twist, this wasn't your typical little black dress. It was anything but basic. Sydney Sweeney, the Euphoria star, arrived at the Road to the Golden Globes party, looking like she had stepped out of a high-fashion dream. A bodycon black knee-length dress, sculpted in such a way that it emphasized her every curve, turned heads in a way that few red carpet moments managed to achieve. But before you picture the classic LBD with a plunging neckline or delicate straps, hold on. This was an LBD redefined. The dress had a unique structural bodice with a rounded neckline that was almost architectural in nature. At her waist, a V-shaped detail flared out, giving the dress a peplum silhouette, a choice that had some fashion lovers scratching their heads. But for those who love a bold statement, this was a millennial twist on a fashion classic, paying homage to an era of experimentation in style. What's going on here? A statement or a disaster? That's the question many are asking. To complement this bold dress, Sydney chose a minimalist, yet striking footwear, black leather, pointy-toed stilettos that seemed to add an edge to the already edgy look. But it wasn't just her dress that caught attention, it was her beauty. The voluminous curls cascading down her back were a nod to old Hollywood glamour, yet her matte mauve lipstick and tight-lined black eyeliner gave it a modern, mysterious twist. Add a few diamond cocktail rings for sparkle, and you have a look that demands attention. But just when you think you have a handle on this bold style choice, Sydney pulls another surprise. Earlier that day, the actress was spotted at the Variety Studio event, in a look that left nothing to the imagination. In a completely sheer, lingerie-inspired blazer paired with a plunging suit, Sweeney took the NSFW, office siren aesthetic to another level. This wasn't just a suit. This was a provocation. The sheer midsection, the visible boning, and the ultra-plunging neckline. It was as bold as it was daring. Sydney wasn't just challenging fashion norms, she was obliterating them. And that was just the start. At the Christie premiere the day before, Sweeney wowed the crowd in a blush pink silk gown with a plunging sweetheart neckline and a corset-style bodice. It was structured, yet soft, embodying the elegance of a bygone era while maintaining that signature Sydney edge. So, what's the deal with this lingerie-inspired streak she's been on? You see, Sydney Sweeney isn't just promoting an upcoming film, she's promoting a new version of herself. And she's not just using clothing to express it, she's using fashion as a weapon. These aren't simply outfits, these are symbols of power, independence, and daring risk-taking. But here's the twist that no one expected. Sydney's bold fashion choices have sparked both admiration and fierce criticism. Some fans are in awe of her daring take on fashion, applauding her for pushing boundaries. Others? They think she's stepping over the line. Why so daring, they ask. It's just not for everyone. And this is where the story takes a shocking turn. What if this shift in her style is more than just about clothes? Could it be a strategic move? Maybe it's Sydney's way of carving out a space for herself that's distinctly her own, beyond the roles she plays or the image the public expects of her. After all, when you have as much fame, as much attention, as much power as she does, the next step is total control. As for the sculptural LBD she wore at the Toronto Film Festival, it's become a symbol of the shift in fashion itself. For some, it's an elegant reimagining of the classic, while for others, it's a controversial twist. But Sydney doesn't care about being safe. She's here to make a statement, and she's doing it her way. So, what's next for Sydney Sweeney? Is she going to keep pushing the boundaries, or will this moment of controversy be a turning point? In the world of fashion, the only thing that's certain is that nothing stays the same for long. One thing's for sure, Sydney Sweeney isn't going anywhere. And her fashion is just the beginning.